House and Rock, and I'm really glad and honored to have with us Bart from Patriarkh. First of all, I was going, Bart.
How's it going? It's a tough time, and we are on, promotional schedule. We are after just finishing the Asia and Australia tour.
Oh, really?
The last one under the banner of Batushka, but we also play with some new songs of Patriarkh at the end of the
Really?
so it's a very emotional time also because we are finishing something, but we are looking forward and for the future with the brightness.
Yeah.
We know that we are starting something new, something challenging for us, something fresh. We're bringing I think it's the best release so far. And our music also is changing. I
Really?
think it's not a revolution, but I think it's a evolution. Patriarch is some kind of a Batushka upgrade, and
Yeah.
we are very happy with this time and looking what happening
Yeah, next.
when the album will be on the market.
I mean, I think that fan that following you since the beginning is really important. They will be already, can like can't wait to have the album. Of course, you mentioned the tour. How did it go? The tour in Asia. I mean, it's a big achievement. It's
You
beautiful.
know, it's a fun fact that we are, we go into the Asia, we're playing, China, we're playing in Japan, we're playing in
Wow.
Thailand. Uh, all these countries is very oriental, but when we are going here, that's they say that's about, we are oriental for for them. So it's very very funny. But
Yeah, usually it was.
it's like I say, a lot of emotions, good shows, good audience, a lot of nice people, and I know that we are back next 2 years with the new show, with the of course the new album,
And
and I hope that that will be also
yeah,
good or better.
yeah, for sure. I mean, since you already have that kind of, let's say, went having achievement going in Asia, it's always people take it for granted, but it's always a big milestone in any musician and any people, I think, life career. So
Yeah,
already it's going better. And as you said, it's an emotional time. I can understand it's like a turning point or a new beginning, a new era, and
yeah. Yeah,
we,
it's. I think
yeah,
we are thinking that we have some kind of our releases is some kind of for a band is I think a game changer. So we know we feel that it's the
it's,
best release so far from us. So
yeah, of
we're doing the best also with the
course.
promotion. So
Yeah, I
it's an
think.
important time for us.
And especially with the commitment that you're having with the promotion and everything, that shows that how Prophet Elia is so it will be mainly so impactful in the music scene, in people life, and of course in Patriarch too. That's important. That's something
Yeah, yeah.
people should take a look because I literally googled and there's already a lot of interviews going on with you and the other members, and so that's really admirable from you. But of course, Bart, before we talk about the Prophet Elia, I wanted to ask about a little bit about your personal musical background because before being in the former Batushka and now in Pater, who is Bart? How you started to get because your topic in the music it's so really interesting and really really
You
new
know,
and old.
I'm always I'm almost 15 years old, so it's my life is devoted for black metal, devoted
Yeah.
for extreme music. Since I'm few years, I'm growing with the metal. I'm dedicated for extreme music. I'm releasing almost 13 years the black metal bands.
Okay.
Important for Polish scene. I'm running around the label which in our production. So all my life is
Really?
connected with extreme music.
Yeah.
Um, uh, if we're talking about the listening music, my taste of music, so I'm listening, of course, a lot of other music, not only
Yeah, of course.
extreme, uh, like Queen, Adele.
Yeah,
I'm the
that's important.
worshipper of Adele, so
But it's
but
important to
also
have.
Freddie Mercury. I'm listening a lot of different music.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
not listening only, I think, a disco or
Yeah,
disco polo.
it could be
Uh,
sometimes a little bit of techno
Techno,
or,
okay, okay.
or
Some kind of
19 dance.
rave dance from the
Some,
90s. But I think it's my soul is lying in 90s, and
yeah,
I think it's all best things what happening with the metal music,
yeah,
extreme metal music. It's happened
the
in the
music.
90s.
Yeah.
If we talking about the first albums of Morbid Angel, Blessed
Yeah.
Are the Sick, or Altars of Madness, or Covenant, when you're talking about the first albums of Cannibal Corpse, or Obituary, or My Dying Bride, or Tiamat, I think it's the
Yeah,
best albums uh, was released in the 90s. And then There Is My Soul, There Is My Heart.
that's beautiful because of course this show that you have a thir 360 degrees of music culture and it's important.
Yes, also it's my job, so it's
Yeah, of course.
I'm fully dedicated for music, and I must say that I'm very lucky man that my passion is also my job.
Yeah, because sometimes being in the music business, it's could be really tough and challenging, and
Yeah,
uh, so you have to be
yeah,
really passionate.
but I'm not tired. I know that it's a lot of challenges, and we're going forward,
And that,
so it's nice.
yeah, but that's of course always rewarding at a certain point. And I think that soon as the album's gonna be released, there gonna be a lot of reward with the live shows. I mean, because you guys are
Yeah,
doing,
I hope that a lot of shows is booking now. So,
I think
the live shows is also
people loves you.
our weapon. Like I say,
Yeah, they are incredible.
we're loving
Ritual.
performing live
Yeah.
and meeting with our
Wow.
listeners and fans. So it's this part of our existence is for me are very special and the most likely.
Yeah, but because of course, for what I saw some lives or recently mainly, it's like almost kind of a, can say kind of a music ritual, we can say per se. It's a beauty
Yeah,
in a folk,
yeah.
also in a spiritual kind of way, because there's a little bit of folk too. Don't forget it, the folk, a folk.
Yeah. It's if we say about the
Yeah,
global concept of the patriarch,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
so we must say that for me it's very important, and
Yeah,
when we are, it's idea of the band was born. It's to the patriarch must be looking the same in the in the New York
yeah,
or New Zealand, in
exactly.
Australia or in Japan. It's must be looking the same and must be sounding the same, and
Exactly.
the performance always might be the same
Yeah,
around the world. And yes, if we say that it's some kind of theater play or some kind of mystery, we say it's a liturgy.
yeah,
It's some kind of an enigmatic mysterium. Yes,
yeah.
it's a part of our live performance.
Yeah, and that's the beauty because I think that leads to the people, like kind of or how they perceive it. Maybe there's someone that is more into the spiritual realm and they perceive it as I don't know, as a connection with the higher self. Because I think every
It's
music is a healing tool. So
we have it's we're performing
yeah,
uh, on the curtain. So, but we are see everything. So we see the emotions of the audience. We see the emotions of listeners
yeah,
during the show. So it's different, in Australia, different in
yeah,
Poland,
of course,
different,
yeah.
in Germany.
It depends on the
So
background.
when
Yeah,
people it's going on the show with another part of, it's a life. So it's
Yeah,
for me, it's a very, very important to be close and
yeah,
with our listeners to, also conceptual in the with the band is, take the listeners for a hand
yeah,
and invite to our world that we're building, invite our, dimensions
yeah,
of our music, our lyres. So it's
yeah,
and you must choose that the kind of it's to be
yeah.
close with the listener and our fans.
That's the beauty, because you are not only just looking, just going to see a live show and listening only music.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
immerse yourself.
Enjoy and you, yes,
Yeah,
and you enjoying in something,
yeah,
special, some kind of ritual. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a patriarch.
yeah. That's something and I think that's something that is not. People might take it for granted, but it's not easy and common to find it, because especially um, for you as a patriarch, like you were saying, depending where you're going, people can feel it and perceive it differently. I don't know. I'm in Sicily. We are highly Catholic, so maybe here will be even my mama, which is a catechist, feeling, oh, I love them, I love them. Depending what
Yeah,
you're.
you love the melody, like you love the,
Yeah,
it's everything. Yeah, it's
yeah,
I know it's because we are meeting a lot of people with that's going on the show with grandma
yeah.
around the world
That's
because
beautiful to see.
it's because of the music, so
Involves everything.
it's a very, very
Yeah.
special moments
And when you can reach,
when you meet
yeah, when
these
you can
people.
reach all
So
the ages, a
yeah, yeah,
grandmother,
yeah, yeah,
kids,
correct, correct.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
the beauty, meaning that your music is literally changing the point of views of globally, no matter
yeah, yeah,
ages, genders, and nationalities. But of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
going to Prophet Ilya. Of course, Prophet Ilya, it's I speak as a don't like someone that doesn't know nothing. I like let's say like I don't acknowledge nothing about it, but I let you the word to describe why you choose these figures and these what it does represent, because it's could be like also because a prophet, what is a prophet is. So who is Elia in this case, the prophet Elia?
it's when we are talking about the personally about the Eliash Kimovich, that is a personification of the prophet Ilya. We must back to the 90s when I, first watching the in TV. First time I watched the theater play, The
Okay.
Prophet Ilya. Then I find first time with this story that is truly happened. And it's happened in my region, in Podlasie, when I'm living now, and then when I'm born, when I'm growing up. It was, was just like a corner,
Yeah.
behind the corner, and through these years, this story resonate in my head. And about the 7 or 8 years ago, I was starting research about a lot of informations, meeting with the people that was connected with the sect, because we saying about the largest sect in
Oh,
Europe of the 13 and 40 between the First and the Second World War.
okay.
And it's it's happening here in my
Yeah.
region, so it's
Oh,
a
literally.
well-known story, of course, in
Yeah.
Poland, but especially in my region. So it's about 7 or 8 years ago I started researching, and I knew that that is will be a concept for I don't know, maybe 5, 6, or 7 years
Okay.
next, but I'm starting for some kind of scenario
Yeah.
script that is parts of the story, and it's like it's like acts in a
Yeah. Yeah.
theater play,
Yeah.
Verschalin 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Then I put everything. It's lyrical themes, also story of the prophet Ilya.
Okay.
It's like a line of his
Yeah.
life, and the most important stories. from his whole life.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking about the emotions that must be put in a musical side. And then 2 years ago, we're starting composing the
Okay.
album to this scenario. Not
The opposite.
just like a random
Yeah, yeah.
music play,
Yeah.
composing this song. Okay, so we put on the album. No,
You will
just we're talking about the lyric, we're talking about the emotion. Then we are composing to this music.
like almost the opposite
It's
time. Yeah.
yes. It's why you are, you see some kind of a large bar
Okay.
we're serving for our listeners nowadays. It's a very hard. I think it's
Yeah.
when the people listening music very selectively.
Yeah.
Uh, when you see, the statistics of the listening the album, the
Yeah.
first and the second song is, listening, and then the statistic is
Yeah.
cut everything. So uh, in these times we are serving, the large bar, and when you are starting listening to from the start to the end, that was the idea. You
So
must
yeah.
divide some time for this music to
Yeah.
find out this magic of this music and the magic of this story and the magic of this
Yeah.
album.
That
If you will be listening the second or third or fourth time, you will be
doesn't. Yeah.
find out another layers, another dimensions, another little thing that we are put in a sound. So that's the that's the
Yeah.
magic of this, and that also our intention. It's maybe it's a hard nowadays, but I think it's will be working
Yeah.
together with this story.
Yeah, because I like you were saying, like writing lyrics, like writing music, so music sound wise, with the lyric and and the story behind it. Of course, band have done it before, but it's always deep because it's the story itself that gives you the influence in this case to
Yes,
compose.
yes, correct,
And
correct.
yeah,
Also about if we say about the composition, it's also it's when you are knowing what you must do with the story that we are
yeah,
bringing. We also thinking about the addition to instruments of folk instruments that give you this folk sound.
exactly.
Also, addiction of the uh, addition of the symphonic orchestra that give you some kind of cinematic climate.
Yeah,
Then you are, if you want to describe this album, you can say it's maybe some kind of a theater play, maybe some kind of a, audio play, maybe some kind of a audiobook.
yeah,
That's the words that uh,
yeah,
describe this album
yeah,
and
but yeah,
this
and
concept. So it's a
yeah,
very, it's if you have an idea, then you must going with this idea
yeah, so yeah.
fully 100%. Then you are, I think it's at the end you will be satisfied, because we are very satisfied with
Yeah,
the
because you're gonna
final result of this album.
because you're gonna absorb the because like I said, it's like of a theater play. When we are
Yeah,
watching a theater play, we don't enter at the second act or in the between. We just stay there, we sit, or even a movie, we watch it all throughout. It should be the
yes,
same for the album. It's just because what people when we read a book, we're just reading, we're imagining. So it's even easier. We just put the
yes,
music, however we want, close the eyes and go deeper. If they need the lyrics, it's just gonna bring the lyrics and translation and read about it. But I think they could do it like you said, one, two, three, four times. Maybe the first time just closing the eyes, I just let them transport to the music.
yes,
Second time with the lyric wise. Third times maybe combine together. And like I said, time by time, they will understand even more. And what it's really for me, it's really important that you mentioned that there is a using a folk instrument, there is the
yeah.
orchestra, which you could just say, you know what, we just like some extreme music that you just
With the mixing, randomly
yeah
mixing. No,
yeah
we are bringing, this story. When I thinking about the, this addiction of the folk instruments, or also
Yeah.
addiction of the female vocals, it's only, this this kind of singing. It's only dedicated, and it's a native for my region. We say
Yeah.
that it's a white singing.
Okay.
So it's also giving authentication for this music, and the sound is much more organic
Yeah.
in nowadays, when we are, listening very polished music, very
Yeah.
overproducing.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we are bringing something authentical and something,
It's important.
organic. And it's going straight from our hearts. It's a very personal also
Yeah.
album. So it's
It's important.
then when you are catch these emotions, I think you will be in our world
Yeah, and
full.
I'm always someone that it says it's important to bring what it's your like your native place, your native region, your native culture, because we have such beautiful in every land, bringing outside and let the people knows. So
No,
even
yes,
from the
yes.
small folk instrument, from the small ways of chanting, or some situation which might happen, I don't know, it's like just bringing outside, because the people just all we are used to know just all the same things with the ears. And also this shows that Patriarkh is just not only a band, there is a beautiful cultural background behind it, because when you combine cultural background, cultural, historical, because like you said, you search for it. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you did like an historian, archaeologist almost.
No, but I'm also, I'm growing in this region.
Yeah.
I'm showing something
Yeah.
authentic. I'm bringing something authentic,
Yeah.
and I'm bringing that's I like, it's also
Yeah.
my passion. So it's if you
Yeah.
are giving something authentic, I think the people. It's much more easier to
Get to,
take your followers to
yeah.
invite to your world, I think.
Yes, exactly, and it's even maybe with a further album. I don't know, but maybe they could even ask more about what's going, some other stories, some other historical fact. Who knows anything? Because we know
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
much. Yeah,
It's also it's if we're talking about the concept of the patriarch, so we
yeah,
are, we're like messengers.
yeah.
We're showing
Good one.
a lot of faces of orthodoxy, because we are around the orthodoxy music, and we are, showing the sacrum side of orthodoxy, but we
Yeah,
are showing also the profane side of orthodoxy,
yeah,
and we're not giving everything on the plate.
yeah.
We invite our listeners
Or
to about the thinking. We're not giving also lyrics on the sheets of our releases. So it's also it's some kind of invitation for our listeners.
sir.
Please search,
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about this music, think about this story. Then we catch you.
You know,
That's
and
the also
yeah, that's
our
because you're
concept.
because even looking for searching, it's something that people, especially new, because we have everything so handful now, like you open the phone and you don't know even if it's real
Yeah, yeah, of
or
course. Yeah,
not.
it's yeah,
And when you invite them, said it's just you like the music. If you're liking the music, you want to know, just make a next little bit of effort and just
yeah,
get to know it. Get to know
yeah,
what you're saying, the sacred, the sacred aspect of the Orthodox, and the not sacred, just about this, the Prophet Ilya, just know about the story, just
yeah,
inform. Maybe you don't know something, look for it,
yeah.
what, maybe, I don't know if you have a documentary, if you have access maybe to, I don't know if you're a restoration, maybe someone is an restoration of your fan, you can have even better way to find out more.
Yes, it's it's some kind of we asking
Yeah,
for some your time,
yeah,
please. please listen, please search something,
Yeah.
and then you will find this magic, and then you can will be full in our world.
And it's
That's the the music wise of
because
our concept.
it's the music wise that it's in your album, but like we were mentioning also in your live show.
Yeah, yes.
It's helping to it's kind of it's literally an help of the listener to just like make an extra effort to just search for something. But also it's important because we don't know how to search even in ourselves. It's like with your work and your effort in this music, you're saying to me, whatever is listening, as you take time to listen, to look for our music, you did it for yourself because you asked.
Yes, of course. It's a maybe you find inside something special for you.
Exactly.
That's the core, of course.
Yes, because we are so lazy to even find out who we are.
Yeah. Correct.
So that we took
Yeah,
it for granted.
it's nowadays you're attacked from
Yeah,
every side with the information, with the music, everything. It's
yeah,
you can stop, you must forward,
yeah.
and
You
we are
cannot stop. Yeah,
just no, it's we're saying just stop, please stop,
yeah, exactly.
and divide a
You're
little time for this album, and
without
you will
for
find
yourself.
something special for sure.
Yeah, you're like the teachers. They're saying you're running. Now you need to stop.
Yeah, like I say, it's we're like a messenger, so it's
Yeah.
I hope that
Therapy. Therapies, if you
yeah,
want, people want to say
yeah,
like this,
yeah,
stop it and listen, because with that just act of stopping and listening, they
yes,
we stop and take time for us, because we forget how precious is time for us and for listening music, appreciating it, just listening to the music. Not
yes,
only it could be from a device, but I think the album is gonna be released in physical copies. So take your physical copy like we used to do when we were kids, and put
yeah,
it on a CD player, on a vinyl player, and listen.
yeah. Watch the
Yeah,
booklet, smell
exactly.
the
Oh my
yeah,
God, I
yeah,
love the smell. It's like the smell of book. It's like
yeah,
not only
yeah,
smelling
correct,
book,
yeah,
but
yeah.
when you smell the book,
Yeah, like I say, sensual. It's a very, very important thing in Patriarch. And when
yeah,
you are going to venue, when you close your eyes, you will be know that the Patriarch play here,
it's there.
because the sign of sand of the Incans, all
So
this,
yeah,
that must be fitting with our
yeah,
music, fitting with
yeah.
theater play.
Yeah, because even the let's say quote unquote aromatherapy, they take it for granted.
Yeah, yeah,
But the
yeah.
scent as the incense as a sacred, because it's really said there are different types. There is sage, palo santo,
Yes.
sandalwood. When you put it in your music, you give a kind of a other third, fourth dimension. You add another layer.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
we can say also
Correct.
the patriarch are layered.
Yes,
Yeah,
multi-layered. We say, also in our press release, I wrote that it's multi-dimensional and multi-layered album, and also it's multi-layered, idea of this concept. So
yeah.
it's please enjoy.
So that's why that we should just sit and listen, because like almost all connected, like as the live show,
Yeah,
as the album, because I'm sitting here with my headphones, I'm listening to the album, I'm going in my own like fourth dimension, for example, because that's another dimension in my head, and maybe I'm even, I don't know, start to dream about it, and that's another dimension. Same thing
yeah,
as the live show. I'm there watching, and then you always wonder, your mind wanders, stare there and watching you're playing live. And when you go home, you have this sensation with you that get along, and maybe you even want more, because as at the live,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna listen.
If you're going from after the show, and you're taking with your something with you is going also to your
Yeah,
home, that I know that
it's
it's a good
work.
job. It's
Yeah, but it's
we're
also
doing the best.
yeah, but it's
Yeah,
also layered here, because maybe they saw that you saw it the first time, and then you see like, you know what, I want to see a second time, and that second time is gonna add something more, because
more.
that's
Yeah,
yeah,
correct.
that's why I
Yeah,
say I like to think that Patriarch is not only musical, like music theater, but there's a kind of a not spirituality like a church, but spiritual that can give you kind of a tool of a healing too, if we can say that.
Yes, yeah, correct.
Looking for the inside.
That's amazing that you're talking about it. So
Yeah, let's say that I'm a naturopath, and I'm too a lot in the folk music, dark folk music. So I kind of like to see this and decide that also the aspect of the folk and the folkloristic.
yeah,
also you take time to really dig about something that was happening in your region. Is like, for example, if I talk about Sicily, everyone talk about mafia. We know that, but there's a lot more. I don't know, in corner of my house, they talk about, I don't know, the Virgin Mary with the blood of the earth.
Yeah.
Or someone that was making miracles, Padre Pio's called. I'm going to go there and talk about this person. Because you're saying, look, this is the story of my land. This is the story of my home. This is just one part. There's maybe one more. If you love that, you will have more. You will have more. Just you have to show and prove that you love that that. Because I think one of the bigger reward for you will be like see that people are really feeling
yes,
and you will be more like to talk even more to
I very care about if we're talking about the composing the music without any emotion. So it's it's soulless or something. It's you're going with the music. So it's if you're giving your heart to the music, I know that will be some kind of connection with the listeners.
Yes, exactly. So before we end, Bart, I just want to ask you, of course, the album is available in every, like I said, in every format. So we want vinyl, there is a vinyl, there is I think a CD.
Special box, wooden box, of course. I'm care about the releases, of course, because it's also the part of our, our presentation and our concept. I'm care about the graphical side because it's a very important to show and give some kind of special product because it's people will be listening on Spotify, Tidal or something. But if you want to give something special, you must also divide some time to prepare everything on a proper way. And to give something special with your concept. That's also a very important side of Patriarkh. That's why we have a lot of this releases in a lot of forms, but it's a working, of course, together.
Of course, and of course, it's important for the people love that wants more. The best way to support is just having this owning, because that's another layer too. You see,
yes, of course,
Also, all the
it's also connecting with your artist, your it's a very very important thing.
And of course, the pre-orders are open if the people wants to get it. So, and we can expect some live shows in 2025.
Yes, of course, we're starting from special event, and that will be some kind of inauguration because that will be a first show of Patriarkh, 3rd January. Also, it's a release day of our new album. And that will be a special event. We'll be playing with symphonic orchestra and Mayo choir. So it's a huge, big event and also special day for us. And then we are moving to March. In March, will be playing tour in Poland. And then after the March, the 4th April, we're starting the first part of European tour. And of course, European tour. And of course, will be playing in Italy.
And of course, I will be there. I wanted to completely immerse.
Of course, I hope that we meet on the backstage.
Of course.
So then we are jumping to some summer festivals.
Okay, and
Autumn 2025, that will be a second part of
okay,
European tour.
sure.
And 2026, that will be, I think, a North American
Oh,
tour,
wow,
South America, and then we back, of course, for Asia and Australia.
that's amazing. I mean, everyone will know and will fall in love with this album. That's and I'm sure, because we will do before the European tour another interview, and I'm sure that already people will have make this effort to look more in themselves and in the Patriarkh.
After the release, I think
Yeah,
it will
of
be
course.
a lot of
Yeah.
more to talk.
More to talk about it.
Yeah,
What can I say, Bart? It was a really an honor and a pleasure of this interview. I wish you a beautiful evening, and I can't wait to listen to the full album and see you live. And see you before the live to do a promotional
Super.
interview for that. So we
Super.
can talk
Thank
more
you.
about the setting of the live. It's a really important that you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you
It was
for
a pleasure.
support for
Always,
Pleasant
always.
Rock, and I'm what can I say? Enjoy the new album, enjoying our new shows,
Yeah.
and let's
See
play
you.
this extreme music worldwide.
Yeah, and it was an honor to have you in this interview, and a really Patriarkh have a special place in my heart as a music. It's a really
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Looking forward.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful evening, Bart. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.